Breaking news, a story has emerged of a 12-year-old Muslim South Asian boy being beaten up and verbally assaulted in a park under a racially aggravated crime. The media are not reporting it and the police are not taking it seriously. We as the community will do that now. We will share, we will interact, we will comment, we will send this video to everybody we know. We will make our own videos and we will make sure that this 12-year-old boy gets justice, and we will put pressure on the police to do the right thing. Now, please stay tuned for the rest of the story. Sohib Hussain is the father of the 12-year-old child in question, and he tweeted the following earlier today. My 12-year-old son was beaten up in our local park by a grown man a few hours ago in Yardley in Birmingham. Before I go on, please remember it was just outside of Birmingham that a Sikh woman was attacked and raped under a racially motivated crime. So that literally happened a few weeks ago, but let me continue. As he beat up my son, he said, F you, peas, F peas, and his daughter said, shitty peas. He then threatened my 12-year-old son's life by saying, I'm going to slit your throat and cut off your head. Reported it to the police. Now, bear in mind, this is an important point to note because I'm going to talk about this later. Reported it to the police. They did not arrest him and let him go because they did not think he's a threat to the public. Despite assaulting a 12-year-old boy, despite also threatening his life, we are at A&E right now. We think he may have broken ribs. Checking for internal organ damage too. The psychological impact is also severe. But West Midlands Police said the attacker of this child is not a threat to the public in their opinion, and they didn't want to arrest the man in front of his children. So he can beat up my 12-year-old with full-blown punches in front of his own kids, but he can't be arrested in front of his kids. Despite the fact that this man put his hands on a 12-year-old child while hurling racial abuse at him and threatening his life, the West Midlands Police decided not to arrest him on the spot because he had his children with him. As you can see from the report from the father, the children were also mimicking the actions of the parent involved. The father of this child then took his child to A&E, and let's have a quick look at the statement that the police have released. After assessment, it has been established the boy was not seriously physically injured. Our investigation is at an early stage, and we would remind everyone to avoid speculation as to what happened and any possible motive. Our investigation is ongoing and we are working to understand what happened to the lead up to the call. I would like to point out that this man has now been arrested. However, let's go through the facts of this story first. Number one, he was not arrested on the spot, despite the fact that he verbally threw racial slurs at this boy, threatened his life, and physically put his hands on him. The police then deemed the boy not to be physically hurt and did not take him to the hospital. The parents had to take their son to the hospital, and there are suspected broken ribs as well as the mental and emotional trauma from this incident. And the last and most important point to make is, despite it being clearly evident that this attack was based on the race and the religion of the young boy, the police are asking us to hold back from possible motives, from speculation. They're not quite sure what happened. It is crystal clear that this young Muslim South Asian boy was put through an ordeal that included physical harm, threats to life, and racial slurs. He will be scarred for years to come. I hate to think that the emotional trauma that this child is facing right now, the media is completely silent. This man was able to go about his business. Could you imagine if a brown or Muslim man put his hands on a white child while screaming out racial slurs? The whole country would be up in arms. So when we talk about protecting women and children, it's clearly not brown, black, and visibly Muslim children. These racist far-right thugs would attack children. Now, like I said, they don't want to talk about this story, and we will do it for them. We are our own media. We keep our community safe. Now, I have been in touch with the father. His number has been passed on to me, and he has been back in touch with me, and we will have a conversation. I will get some further updates on this story and find out exactly what happened in that park, because I am telling you now, my blood is absolutely boiling at the fact that this poor child was subjected to this ordeal, and the system that has been set up to apparently protect us let him and his family down. Remember this face. I'll be back for an update. Make sure to hit the follow button.